Good Lord, goddamn, I appreciate you. Everybody's showing up, goddamn. Salute to everybody, man. Welcome to the Accidental Experience. And, you know, it is an experience, you know what I'm saying? It's not everybody's experience, you know. But normal people do understand me, you know what I mean? Normal people understand me, and we're not dealing with a world with normal people anymore. There's more abnormal, you understand? And it's sad because, you know, we would all like to, everybody needs to be loved, you know what I mean? But not everybody could love one another. Shout out to my black woman, goddamn. Black woman, goddamn black woman. Queen Mother Earth. You know, y'all was the first one to be called that. Salute to the God of Scientists. What up, my brother? Y'all was the first one to be called that. You know, there was a time when y'all was called Queen Mother Earth, man. Of all the Earths, you were the top one. You know, until y'all started fucking around with your teeth and fake asses and eyelashes, you ruined it. But y'all were the original Queen Mother Earth, man. Natural, just, you know what I mean? Just amazing. Shout out to Ziana. Natural, just, y'all were the original one. Y'all were the one that created that, man, you know? So this is not easy for me to do these type of lives. Actually, I really don't even like doing it, but I have to. Because that's what the women want here, you know what I mean? They want me to be honest and be natural and spit the truth. So I'm gonna give it to you hardcore. So this is for normal people only, you know what I mean? We got enough fools that got impact on this society. We have enough fools, ladies and gentlemen. We have enough. And it's very difficult when you're living in a world where fools have such an impact on the world. You know what I mean? It kills you, you know what I mean? It does. And it's very hard when everybody is, shout out to Shimmy. Yeah, you know, it's hard. It's hard. You know, today was a good day too. Today was what the hell is that? Today was a nice, unique day. It was a lot to be thankful of. And I feel that these presentations are very much needed, you know what I mean? It's imperative when we as people come together and be able to talk about things that's affecting the world. And, you know, everybody's looking for a viral video. You know what I'm saying? People are looking for viral video. People are looking for a place. People are looking to prosper in the world. You know what I mean? And I get it. But we're also living a rat race. And what's not changing, what I'm concerned about, is common sense. I'm very concerned of that. I'm very concerned when we're living in a society where we listen to dummies, but we don't listen to the person that got a brain. You know, sisters out here, well, the guy's too nice. It's like, all right, well, black woman, that's fine if you was white. That's fine if you was Puerto Rican. That's fine if you was foreign. Because even your greater man is somewhat decent, you know what I mean? But as a black woman, you got slim pickings, mommy girl. You do. You got slim pickings because the reality is this. I broke this down last night. And I told you, I said, listen, you have the cock handler, you have the good guy, and you got the real man. You're black. The real man, just to let you know, he's the one that you're not going to listen to. You want him, but, you know, he could be a pastor, he could be a friend, he could be a neighbor. He's telling you what to do. He's an angel. He's the angel that's watching over you. And God uses him. You know, the devil got the goddamn, you know, the cock handler, you know what I mean? But he uses him. So the choice is, you got to think about it. When you're given a gift, that gift is to cherish. You either get a gift to cherish or you share it. You can't live in this society. Hold on, let me move this over. You can't live in a society where, is this the middle? Hold on, I'm trying to see what the middle is here. You can't live in a society where you're struggling. Why do I like being over here? Where your motive, what turns you on, that's going to block you. Unfortunately, you don't have that gift to get what you like. You're supposed to get what you need. That's just what it is. You know, you don't have the ability to get what you like and what you want. You're black. Okay. Bad enough the black man is leading the pack is a pile of fucking garbage. Okay. So that eliminates the 12, 13% of society. And it goes down to 6%. You're 6% of the United States. And you want a cock handler. You're attracted to him. You understand? You're going to have a cock handler. You're going to have a whole bunch of dumb fucks around you. And I'm going to tell you right now, believe me when I tell you, you only get one chance to have a real man. Be careful with that. The cock handler, the good guy, they come a dime a dozen all over the fucking place. But that real man, I'm telling you right now, if you blink, you miss him, you'll never get him again. You don't do white, you don't do light, you do everything except wanting to do it right. You want to be with that fool. He determines you. He challenges you. He makes you feel challenged. Got to think about what I just said. He makes you feel challenged, you know. What is an individual that's challenged, nigga? That means he has issues. You know, this whole situation going on with Clay and what's the old girl's name? Meg Thee Stallion. It's a good case study. And it's a good case study that when a woman is thirst trapping and got all those millions, once she gives a pussy away, she's finished. She's done. I told you this. We spoke on this. You understand? But right now, what's scary to me, I don't see too many sisters kicking no knowledge. Yes, they know how to cut people off and have a grudge. And yeah, y'all do that well. You know what I mean? Even that's not the greatest, because you know what I mean. You do it, but it's so expected. We just went to Meg Thee Stallion's Instagram yesterday, and the picture was up there with Clay, and then I'm like, all this pushback. I said, oh, the picture's gone. I'm like, I seen the picture there. I went through the Instagram. We did it live. We did it. You could look at a live stream. So there's something I've noticed now, and I think this is like a very common gripe among us as a black community. And I know we listen to fools. You share a video, you share somebody's talking, I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And you're like, oh, why is he an idiot? Because it's not you. You're not even listening to the gift you were given. You can't cherish the gift because you just denied it. You don't even know what a gift is. If it's up in front of your face, that's been proven. So now you want to argue and have a pushback, and this man just told you that. Now you got to think on a level, right? They could say this, well, Nick, what if they said it about you? But they said it about me. That means if anybody told you don't listen to this motherfucker, that's a fool. You listen to him. You're not going to know the difference. You're not going to know the difference of knowing that what do we listen to because you're lacking the common sense. You don't even know who to listen to. You see Jay-Z sitting in front of a chair and a camera and he's doing an interview and you're like, you don't even realize Jay-Z is not as smart as you think. He's brilliant on cases of, like billionaires do. They elude the fucking common person because nobody's pressing him saying, I think you're a real dick. Nobody's challenging him like that. They can't get in his space to do that. So you're going to run and listen to him because you're going to be like, well, he's worth $1.22 billion. You ain't going to listen to the $400, $500 billion nigga. You know what I mean? You're going to listen to this shithole. Because you're not going to listen to the damn white guy because he's white. You're going to listen to that nigga. You're going to see them big fucking lips, that fucked up head, ugly face, and you're going to write everything down. God damn it, he just gave me a gym, and it's not going to work. That I can tell you for sure. It's not going to work because you're listening to a fool. See, when you're trying to destroy your life, a fool is the way you want to go. It's cool. This right now, the world's a fool's paradise. Look at our president. So then how do you know if a person's fool? Anybody that support him is a fucking fool. Now, I'm not going to sit there and tell you people that don't support him is any smarter. But you got to remember, the black woman is on this earth and has no fucking clue on what a real man is. She doesn't have any impression. Shout out to New Goals. Goddamn. Oh, thank you. Now, which midday video was you talking about? You talk about midday. You talk about the one we talked about accountability or addressing the elephant in the room. That was a good video, right? Let me know what part, because if it's the midday one that I'm thinking of, you know what I mean? So, the disclaimer here, this is not for women to feel bashed or take it personal. Oh, the three types of men. Oh, the three types of men. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to coincide with this. Thank you. I think what people have to understand is that, let me give you one example. As a man, right, there's three types of women, right? So you got you the whore, you got you the big mouth, and you got you the lady. I'm just throwing three of those out. I can take either one of them. Only problem with the dumb bitch, you know what I mean? She's going to be a fucking problem, you know what I mean? But it doesn't really matter. It's pussy. See, you can't do that. If there's three types of men and you need that one type of man, and that's what you need, that's what you got to fuck with. Now, I know the excuse is, well, Nick, there's not many of them. I mean, well, there's not many of them. But you also have to understand that that doesn't mean that you could exonerate yourself. Shout out to Andrea, goddamn. You have to understand that where we are right now is a very, very bad place. And accountability was a phrase, a word that I tried to run away from for a very long. Shout out to Lonnie, goddamn. Goddamn. Accountability was a word that I tried to run away from a very, very long time. You know what I'm saying? I really did. I was in denial of the word accountability because I just hated it because it was like a YouTube phrase. Like, what's the word called when they say gaslight? Shit like that. But what I started realizing is that to deal with a fool, it takes another fool. So I had to stoop lower and say, you know what? Respectfully, I had to kind of stoop lower to talk in fool language, because that's the only way they was going to understand it. So we had a situation, man, that happened within my circle, my personal circle here in New York. And it was a young woman. She had a situation that, number one, she never listened. I mean, let me put that out right there. That's not even a disclaimer, okay? Unfortunately, in our community, that's a common situation. She don't listen to no fucking body. And the people that she do listen to is a whole bunch of fucking fools. So when she crashes in a wall, she blames the people she should listen to. Did you follow that? So basically, if the situation is all good, she ain't blaming nobody. But when it's bad, she comes back to the non-fools. She panders, she cries, nobody loves me, nobody shows love, nobody cares, I'm moving. And it's like, okay, well, you said this before 20 fucking years ago. So this particular person has to look for people to listen to them. Now, moving along, they have a friend. And this particular friend, they've been friends for a long time, and she's of the age, she's older, which is worse, because she still doesn't get it. And she believes, and quote, and told me today that I believe there's good men out there, but she's still not with anybody. I said, listen, I'm not going to even touch that. She doesn't listen to the channel, so clearly this is real shit. So it's like, well, such and such. I'm like, listen, we're not going to even discuss that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I got something to do. I clipped the conversation. Can't take it, right? Leaves a voicemail. Just wasn't enough. So, you know, there was this little piggyback game that we tend to do. And, you know, you tell me something, I tell you something, you know, doing this, doing that. Let's debate it. You know, debates don't go anywhere. So what you got to do is tell a person, you got to give them a personal thing and say, listen, do me a favor. I'm going through something real personal. I don't wish to share it. I don't want to talk about it, but just please respect my space. She left me alone. So it works. It does work. See, the thing is with me, you can't change fools, because a fool's going to always be a fool. I don't care which way you cut it. And when the fool feels that there's a mode of them achieving something, the fool's going to come back to the smart guy and try to prove it back. It's like, no. Please respect my space. I'm going through something personal. Is everything okay? Everything is fine, but I don't wish to discuss it. Now, even though this is maybe a bold-faced lie, this is the only way they're going to get off your fucking back. See, when you're surrounded by fools, you have the control to tell them, no. Don't argue with them. Don't tell us it's going to be a debate. Sometimes it's just best to tell them something extreme, because then they know that they're not on the level for you to share this personal stuff with you. They'll leave you alone. I'm surrounded by that. Whether a person's a stranger or somebody I know, I'm surrounded by fucking fools. So the fool right now is going to do it. The fool fucked up the world. The fool fucked up the United States. The fool right now is the reason why we're about to be in another recession. And fools follow other fools. You can't debate with them. You can't argue with them. And black women, the one thing that I learned, the only way that I can get this information out is if they listen. Whether it's a recording, whether it's a live stream, they're forced to listen. Because if there's any pushback, they get denied. The minute they talk and say something, they get clipped. So you have to apply the same ability that you have on an internet in real life. It's not about protecting your peace, okay, because that's another little YouTube propaganda. It's about staying away from people that are unaccountable for their actions. Now, I know the black man likes to jump on this and he like, yo, slime, good looking slime, you know, yo, you got to tell him. Well, again, fuck, man. Hold on. Again, remember, he's the reason why this situation is the way it is. You got to ignore that. Because he's never going to get it. How did you know, Nate? Because he just said that comment. He's not going to get it. He's never going to get it. Never say never, never going to get it. He can't. Because he created this mess. You follow me? So the fool can't get it because the fool created the fucking problem. So when you listen to him, you just as much, you worse than him because you're listening to him or her. You know, when you move in certain ways, you got to think about it like this. If a person is not accountable for their actions and their failures, to say, not only I'm sorry, but every day after they say I'm sorry, they have to live like that. It's not just, what happens when you say I'm sorry, that's just a word. But now you have to show them that you're sorry. What black person is going to do that? Which black person, because to a black person, showing them that you're sorry, they got to kiss your ass. Now they kiss that white man's ass. And always then one, you know what I'm saying? But they're not going to kiss an ass when they're sorry. So we call them a sorry motherfucker. Everything that's presented to you, you have to learn how to write it off. Now, I know there's people that's wondering how situations went the other day and how this week was real crazy and Nate, it was just crazy. I'm just so sad and I wish things didn't have to be like this. This problem is not a big problem. The problem is only a disease because people can't back up their words. They can't do it. A person doesn't know how to tell you sorry and then the next day feel and do the same thing. They'll tell you they're sorry today, they're gonna throw it back up again the next fucking day, and the next day, and the next day. That's just what happens. It's called foolish, right? So you got to think on this. What makes a person? Well, don't think about what makes a person. Think about what makes you sit there and listen to a fool. If a fool can come and tell me something and I give them the time of day, as opposed to, listen, man, I would love to chat, but I got to catch this fucking bus. Oh, my bad. There's no bus, nigga. You don't even take the bus. You drive. But I tell you, get out of there. See, we have a thing of wondering what would make a person think. It's not what a person would think. It's just how people are. The black woman will argue with a motherfucker that knows what he's talking about and deny it, right? And then she'll argue with a dumb motherfucker that don't know what he's talking about. Who you think's gonna strike her nerve more and intrigue her? The dumb motherfucker that don't know what he's talking about. Because at least if she was arguing with the one that knew what he was talking about, if she had common sense, it could pull in. She shouldn't even be talking to this fucking fool. See the difference? Case in point, Trick Daddy. That's a goddamn fool. You know how many women on the internet responded to that motherfucker for that comment? 40 and over, doing this for a woman, cooking and cleaning and all that bullshit. You know how many women believe that there's still good men out there They don't know what a real man is. The good man is the good guy. The one that says there's still good men out there, she's looking for a miracle. So when you guys are seeing a situation play itself out, and there's a situation that took place, it's because there was no accountability there. I'm not no demon. I'm not a bad person that oh, he just said whatever. I didn't even go in. I didn't call nobody out their name, you dirty bitch, suck my, you know what I mean? You know when I go in and do it, what's her name? That fat fucking slob that got the damn podcast. I went in on her, and even then I didn't go that much because there was nothing really there. When we have a situation and we have things that we do as a unit, as people, and we have a mode of hatred or jealousy involved, you got to get the fuck out of here. Because jealousy is deadly. Certain things you just stay away from. For example, today, we're coming out of my daughter's school. I see this little fucking dude across the street, but, I was thinking something of it because I'm like, all right, this guy's across the street looking like he ready to do something to somebody. Let me just get prepared just in case, you know what I mean? That's all. I got the right to protect myself, you know what I mean? Self-defense. God forbid, as long, he can't even say good morning to me because I already seen who it was. He can't ask me a word. He can't say big bro. He better just get straight to it because I'm going to get straight to it. So I go there and get my daughter, come out. I see the dude like, yeah, bitch, because I fucking been to jail and I'll do whatever. This fucking black ape is all in this fucking Mexican woman's face. Little ass woman. So then the little fucking grizzly, ugly black bitch, she was, I didn't even have to look and I could tell she was ugly because she said, what'd she say? What'd she say? And I'm like, so my wife said, you see what's going on here? I said, no, we going back to the car. Fuck that. He ain't say it to me. He didn't show me any fucking harm. He ain't try to, you know what I mean? When you deal with black niggas, they use weapons. They don't fight. Nobody fighting with hands. Niggas, you know what I mean? The nigga, he gonna wait till you turn around and try to stab you in the fucking back. So now you gotta watch your back. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Let the school do what they do. This shit had security out there. The one security should have been out there, NYPD, any fucking body. This should have been one person to kill that. But when you're dealing with that lawless shit, you got to be prepared to die or lose your freedom. Period. You can't argue with that motherfucker, man. You're either going to shoot him or you're going to fucking walk away. And when you shoot him, you can't shoot him in a hurry. You got to kill his ass because he's going to come back. That's called common sense. I know this. You can't have a fist fight without getting injured. You know what? You have a fist fight right now, you're going to get stopped, stabbed, or fucking shot. He don't do it, his man gonna do it. Somebody gonna take a knife and try to stab you in the neck. So you wanna avoid that. Me going over there and getting involved, that's not my job. They gotta handle that. Common sense. So when we do common sense here in this masterclass, and we have a situation that has been going on for about 10 months. It's a long fucking time, man. It's very draining talking to a person practically every day with emotion and personal things and, talking together as a unit. And they got this demonic demon called hatred. Now, mind you, you said, well, nigga, you said the opposite of love is hate. Yeah, the opposite of love is hate. But when it's the disease of hatred, that's jealousy. And jealousy never goes away. Once a person is marked as jealous, that's it, they ruined. It's no fucking good. It's like spoiled milk. That's it. There's nothing you could do with that. You sure? It's ruined. If you're trying to drink that shit with some cereal, no. You want to make some cornbread and have a sour taste, that's up to you. But it's fucking ruined. It's spoiled. And it's going to get worse by the minute. It's kind of like opening up a car and there's a dead body in it, and the body's been in it for 2 days. You know what's going to look like in another week? It's going to get worse. And that's what happens with jealousy. It's a very deep-rooted type of hate. But it's just incurable. You can cure hate, but you can't cure jealousy. It's like trying to kill Jason from the Friday the 13th. Was it Jason? Freddy. It's like trying to kill these. You ever see these demonic things that they see in the movie, the Chuckies and the Friday the 13th? They could never kill them because it's demonic. Very powerful. So it ends up happening with the spirit that y'all call your energy, right? You catch that shit, it's over. You're finished. You catch some hate, you can fix all that. But once it's jealousy, we got a big problem. You know, I talked to my wife and there's some situations going on, family members, friends. His bitch is jealous? No. You know, that's it. That's a problem. You can't move accordingly. There's no coming together. There's no sitting down having a conversation, us sitting at a table, because you're fucking jealous. So when it becomes a thing where people are coming to me, one particular woman said, there was a little video going on, hurt people there. That's not true. That's bullshit. I know plenty of motherfuckers that's hurt and ain't hurt nobody. That's not true. People hurt people. Okay? That's like guns kill people. No, motherfucker, people kill people. A gun just doesn't get up and walk on his fucking feet and kill you. Somebody takes a target and do that. If that motherfucker would have said something to me today and I would have felt my wife or daughter would have been in him, his brains would have been all over the fucking fence. Because I did that. And the police are going to say, well, you're going to have to go to jail for murder because you killed him. I said, well, it was out of self-defense. We still got to do 10 fucking years. So I got to get out of there. Even for defending myself, now it's going to cost. Now I gotta get a lawyer. It's going to cost my whole fucking life savings for this piece of shit. I had the common sense to walk and stay away from the motherfucker. So when people are telling you hurt people, that's not true. People that's hurt make videos like that. People that's hurt say these terminologies because they don't have a clue. Because of that jealous, deep-rooted hatred inside of them. That incurable disease. Bad enough they don't have a motherfucking cure for mental illness. None of them. But they got a cure for hate. Ain't that some shit? You could go to the doctor, give you 1 million treatments, no fucking cure. Look it up. There's not a cure for a mental illness. Doesn't exist. So you got to think on the level of, what do we hear? You're not here to hurt nobody. I ain't here to pull nobody down. But the one thing I will do is I'm not going to tolerate it. No, it's sort of like a person, right? I remember one of my exes, she had this guy crying on the phone. I love you. Crying on the answer machine. Crying. Ex-boyfriend crying like a motherfucker. I said, whatever you do not respond to that mother. Don't even tell him not to call you no more. Shout out to Obi-Wan Steph. You can't even say don't call me. If he hears your voice, that's a reaction. Just change your number. All these different levels, man, is knowing how to strategically deal with this evil fucking world. And you got to know if the common person's a fool, then what does that mean? That means you're surrounded by fools. Me, you, we all are. So in this charm school, we can't afford to have an individual that can be accountable for his or her action. If their reaction is to block, unfollow, that's typical. That's common folks do that. If their reaction is, I'm sorry, Nate, and then tomorrow they back on the same bullshit, that's common. You don't give an apology, you show an apology. That's why when people say, will you accept my apology? You say, for what? What are you going to do for it? And then they're going to take it personal because it's like, well, I'm not going to kiss your ass. And I understand because you may not know what to, but if you want to approve a mode of your apology, you're going to do it. But if you have that sickness that's incurable, you can't do it because it's going to keep coming back. It's sort of like stupid. Can't fix that. One stupid, you ever see a stupid person always do one stupid thing after another? So when these challenges are met to me, and there's women out here that fucked up in relationships and chose that fucking bum, and then they want to cry, nobody visits them, nobody comes sees them, I'm just done. Oh, that means they broke up. How did you know that? That's why they're talking. When everything is going all good with that fucking loser, you don't talk about nobody coming to see you. You reflect when when you have a fucking Mayday situation. I told you this how important it is to read the room. You as a black woman are going to end up with two of the things. You're either going to have a shithole motherfucking cock handler. Okay, this is a piece of shit. Or you're going to end up with a good guy that you don't want to fucking be with because he doesn't attract you. The privilege of having a real man, how are you going to do that when you don't know how to talk? How do you know when to listen? How to know when you're in a school for a whole fucking year and you haven't learned nothing? Let's just give an example. I'm just throwing a year. You got no boyfriend. You got no man. Why not? How could you be here at the B mindset for a whole fucking year? I've been here for 3. You know? The individual we were talking about that had an issue, she was here for 2-3 years. I'm just giving a year. I'm just generally talking about anybody. A year. Imagine somebody in my real life that been around me all my life. 20, 30, fucking 40 fucking years. And they haven't learned shit. Do you think we're going to talk? You think they have the ability to talk to me about these particular topics? No, they can't. Because they're going to protect the fool. I'm the enemy. They only come to me when a fool fuck them over. So what am I, a human fucking doormat? They'll see. I promise you that. So as a black woman, you don't listen to the right people. You're fucked. I don't care what you do, how much money you make, whatever you make, believe me, over that fucking fence of hell is going to be a motherfucker. Because you didn't have to go over the fence. You could have stayed grounded. Fools. So back to my wife, we had this situation. And it was a particular family member extended family. They had a baby. Baby comes into the world. My wife then went through hell. She went through hell. We went through hell. We lost children. You know what I mean? We went through a lot having our daughter. These particular individuals seen that. Individual has a kid. Problem is he had a baby with a married woman. I forgot to mention that. A married scammer. Feds already checked her out. She fucks with me, she's fucked. Already married into the country over here, right? And now they have a baby, and now these niggas want handouts. I said, listen, let me tell you something. Anytime you do a gift for anybody, by all means, just remember, always keep the situation at a cash basis. Don't get nasty because God is watching. But don't you dare put yourself into time of purchasing shit in the store, doing this for that, okay? Because this fucking bitch over there, okay, she's the fucking problem. She's the fool, and that other fool's listening to her. And he got a whole bunch of other fucking fools around him. They can't even catch the prestige of you taking the time to do anything. They want a box of Pampers, let them go fucking get it. Okay? Just make sure when you put that money order, put on the bottom of that money order, write down for the baby. And you keep them receipts, because just in case it comes back up, it says for the baby. Let them get up in they dirty fucking drawers and go into the store and get them Pampers. The same way we had to do it in 10-degree fucking weather. Okay? All right? You do your part. You don't overdo it. There's a lot of women out here that don't have that. So when a woman does have that, and she's a member here, she's a follower here, she's a subscriber, she's probably in the clouds, don't matter. As long as she's listening to me, she'll be fine. The proof is in the pudding. Once there's a problem, she feels that, oh, she's going to weaponize and, oh, I'm going to hurt. You can't hurt me. You're hurting yourself. See, I had to let my wife know this got nothing to do with the baby. It's all for the baby. This ain't the problem. The baby's not the issue. The baby's the gift. Because you wouldn't be giving them a motherfucking thing if the baby wasn't born. How would I have done it? I said I would have did it the same way. You don't go out in the store and then take your time and give a gift. They judge that. Now when people are dragging your fucking name and saying mean things, when you deal with a demon, you got to deal with them accordingly. So when the baby gets older, you can have your proof and say, well, these receipts is for you. Because as that child gets older, okay, you have a responsibility. Just because. And that's fine. But you don't have a responsibility to take your time and be purchasing and looking for shit. Don't do that, because you're setting yourself up for failure. Well, she got no choice. What could they do? I don't need them. They need me. That's the attitude you got to have. You need me before I need you. See, a lot of us don't know how to think that way. We don't know how to break a situation down to know our true value. And that word's getting played out now too. Because now you got niggas on here crying to Vlad TV about they knew their value. No, nigga, we ain't talking about your value financially. We talking about the value of a person that does some bullshit, comes back in your life like nothing ain't fucking happening. Zero accountability, and then expect a motherfucking gift. I'll be damned if I would even accept anything from anybody that I fucked over as a gift. I would say, man, no, the amount of bullshit that I did, fuck you, keep that shit. I deserve it. These motherfuckers will have the audacity to invite you to a fucking baby shower. And you sleeping with the enemy? How fucking dare you? If you're listening to me, side note, you piece of fucking garbage, how fucking dare you? The baby is a gift to the world. It's just unfortunate these beautiful kids have fucked up parents. That's the sad part, because the kids are innocent, the parents that are shit. Why family can't get together? It's the fucking adults. It's all these crazy motherfuckers running around with no good niggas and no good bitches. It's you. People need to get together. Oh, shut up. How can people get together when everybody that meant something died already? Get the fuck out of here. You can't bring them back. In order for us to get together, we got to go back into time. And that's impossible, so stop it. We're not living in that world. So I brought her a situation of not only that, but a broad view of you got to know how to deal with people. You got to know how to deal with fools, because it's a fool's paradise. Motherfuckers got nerve. When I start seeing the weirdo shit happening with a person, I stay back a little bit and I analyze it more. I don't take my emotion and block them, I just watch. You think I didn't see all the fucking fuckery going on in that damn live stream chat every day? You didn't think I seen it? I sat there and watched. The reason why I watched is because I said, well, I talk to these people behind the scene. So I sat there and I analyzed it. That's what I do. I wait for a while and I just stare. And then they fuck themselves. You know, the one thing that I've learned there's a plague in this world is accountability. Nobody knows how to say, man, I did some bullshit. It's like the world's looking for you, man. You did a crime. You killed somebody innocently. They know who you are. They're looking for you as a manhunt. Just turn yourself in. Don't run. Turn yourself in, man, because the reality is it's going to catch up to you anyway. We can't keep a blind eye from nonsense. Because when you do that, it gets worse and worse and worse. And then people have that's how you create dysfunction. Yeah, I know people may be your siblings, your family, your cousins. Listen, no accountability, nothing. There's nothing here for you. It's not a pride thing, man. It's a law. There's niggas out here that will kill a motherfucker over that disloyalty. That's disloyal. The whole highest level of disloyalty is not giving accountability. Now, this person that we all know, or anybody that knows who I'm talking about, whether we talk about family or, you know what I'm saying? They know the deal. You got all them fools around them. Nobody's telling them, nah, you was wrong. Fuck that. You may be mad at me, but you was wrong, sister. Or brother, nah, that was fucked up. But he don't got no friends, so they ain't gonna hear that from you know what I mean? But the people that have the ability to have somebody tell them, nah, that's wrong. You were wrong. And now the person gonna get mad because you don't understand. No, they do. They understand. They have some common sense to tell you that you were fucking wrong. So when sisters is listening to fools, how's she gonna have any accountability when she's listening to fucking fools? If you look at another woman and say, damn, that bitch look good. Fucking bitch. Think of the level of you looking at somebody, shout out to Pre-Shell, and you looking at a person and saying, damn. Now let's think about you jealous of that person. I mean, do you know what a motherfucker will do when a person's jealous of you, man? They'll kill you. Senselessly. We're not talking about protecting yourself. You know, I ain't gonna just go up to a man and kill him. That's not my style. You had to do something bad for me to do that. In most cases, you probably try to take my life. And I just defended myself. And whatever minds that represents is mine, right? It's okay. But what makes a person in this lonely, dark world, you achieved all these goals and you don't got no motherfucking nobody to share it with? They could tell you all these different reasons why black women is single. Nobody's telling us. They're listening to fools. The only reason why black women are single because they don't take accountability. That's why. They deal with that fucking shithole. And they don't change. And once that fucking shithole gets into their mind, they destroy them. Why is the nice guy always with a controlling woman? Well, who else gonna want him? The woman of his desire doesn't want him. Well, he got to take what he could get. Unfortunately, in our community, they don't want the nice guy. That's why every nice guy I know, his wife's a slut or a fucking controlling slut, a no good bitch. People don't know how to communicate. So if people don't know how to communicate, but now everybody know how to hate and throw shit and salt in the wound, sand in the game. What kind of life are we living here? So y'all gotta be careful when y'all come to me and say, yo, Nate, oh man, y'all gotta, listen, it ain't me. Can I for once have a problem and tell a person what the fuck it is and they say, you know what? That's some bullshit I did. I gotta work on myself. Let me take a fucking break. They gotta go blaming every goddamn body for the accountability. How the fuck you gonna take accountability when you blaming me for your actions? The fuck I gotta do with that? If you had a bum nigga that you having a baby from and that nigga got 6 fucking kids, did he tell you this after you had the baby? No, I knew he had 6 kids. And you still laid down with this nigga, you fool? I don't want to talk to you. Because you're only going to talk to me when you're going through a fucking crisis. You're not going to listen to me. If you were that fucking stupid to meet a man that told you he got 4, 5, 6 kids from 6 different fucking babies' mothers, and you still tried to be with this nigga, and I know your father personally, whose fault is that? It's your fucking fault. You fucked your life up. Oh, I'm trying to do this with people and keep people to... No, you're not. You pander to everybody else when nobody want to fuck with you because now you lost that dust magnet. That's what happened. You lost that fucking dusty and now you want to blame everybody that don't support you. They're not supposed to, you fucking idiot. You don't have no real friends. You have followers. When we have a masterclass and we're speaking in terms of how does the black woman get the answer, you gotta fucking tell her the raw fucking truth. Y'all fucking up. That's why. That's why you can't link with a nigga. Well, Nick, does it matter if they're older or younger? Listen, 25, 45 don't make a fucking difference. Stupid is stupid. Period. We ain't talking about 11-year-old kids here. We talk about grown folks shit. I know 25-year-old mothers with multiple children. She doesn't get the pass. Your insecurity is a whole entire different level. I may not understand it, but I'm aware of it. I know what the fuck I'm dealing with. You're not going to play that game with me. You're not going to be blaming me, calling a nigga a bum-ass nigga. You had a fucking baby with him. You ain't going to call the nigga a bum-ass nigga now. You fucking was in a relationship with him for 10 years. Oh, Nate, what about Meg Thee Stallion? Meg Thee Stallion ain't no different. Same shit. She's a fool. You can't expect to get a decent motherfucker and you out here trying to be a slut. That's not, I don't even think she's really like that. I think she just created that image. I don't even think she's just like that, but I could tell you one thing for sure, she is a stupid. What you expect, man? A nigga, if you fuck, he was my man, you believe that? Good looking 6'8" nigga like that, that's impossible. So now you got to deal with the embarrassment now because the next bitch is fucking him. What's gonna happen to your movie and all them lyrics you talking about all them lyrics you and Cardi B's talking about, y'all keep losing. Young hoe, old hoe, doesn't make a difference. You're still a slut. You got to get you a nice guy. Period. There's somebody for you. You can't get no fucking rolling 60s nigga. You can't get Offset. These niggas is players. They cock handlers. When they had babies, what they busted a nut. That's what happened. They busted a nut and you kept the baby. You got pregnant, you kept the baby. That's all it is. That's all it is to him. He didn't have no intention on doing this shit for the rest of his life. Fool. So they purposely put all these artists into our communities because they know you suck it up. They put the alcohol, they put the drugs in our community, the fucking liquor stores, the bad food, because you're going to suck it all up. There's a market for it. They put all these ugly, busted bitches all in the game talking that same bullshit, and they can't keep a fucking soul. It's worse over there for them because they got a small circle of them niggas. So once they fucking break up, the whole world knows about it. Sort of like a girl that fucks the whole neighborhood and she's got to move to Kentucky and start all over and change her name. Well, I tell you, I got some news for you. Meg Thee Stallion can't do it. I don't give a fuck where she go in this world. She can't hide nowhere. What's the lesson from that? The lesson is there's no good representations of a black woman that got a decent fucking relationship at all. Well, there's a lot of them on Instagram. No, they're not. They wouldn't be on Instagram. That's number one. The fact that you had to say they was on Instagram is bullshit. It's lies. It's all propaganda. Don't believe what you see. Shout out to Trishy. It's hurtful to accept these things, but what other way are you going to do it? You don't tell a man when you meet him, yeah, I know brothers and I know my game. I listen to Axe Nate. Don't tell him nothing. All you got to do is listen. The more you listen, the more fucking the truth comes out. Sit back. Everything comes to me. I didn't look for that day. I didn't fucking tell this person to jump on a live stream and fucking troll the fucking live stream. I didn't tell that person that. She did it herself. She mentioned the girl's name. The girl was listening and the clouds popped up like, yeah, I heard my name being mentioned. Still apologize. Tried to shit on her. Well, damn, Nate, what you went in on the next day for, big bro? Well, the next day I was going to put this shit under the rug and someone want you to take a break, left me another fucking message. The problem is the goody girl she was dragging left her a message and emailed her and said she just wants to apologize. If there's any problem, I ain't trying to offend you. She still went back out there and panned it. What is that? That's my fault? Ain't my fucking fault? So she could pop up on a thing and, oh, yes, my videos act like everything doesn't bother me. That's all fake, man. I know the real deal. She'll tell you that. Ask her right now, does he know you? She gonna say, oh, yeah, that motherfucker know me. He knows shit that the average person that knew me for 40 years don't know. And I know that she got a mental illness. What else is it going to be? What else is it going to be with all these crazy motherfuckers coming in my life, attempting like nothing ain't ever? You're not just going to act like we ain't see you in the street dancing naked fucking 5 times this week and act like nothing ever happened. That's bipolar. You listen to fools, that's bipolar, man. You're supposed to be on medication for that. If you come into a room, a chat, and these people are your friends and your besties, and y'all go to the store and your mind and everything, you got a fucking problem. You better call that shit an imagination. Because once you start breaking down these people of the handles, or this is the type of person, I believe this person is this, there's a problem there. I see the signs. I see them every time, all day. Apology goes a long way, man. It does. I could excuse a motherfucker with an apology. Just off the words. Don't if you give me apologetic behavior, forget it. I could love you all over again. That's why the black family's fucked up. They can't even do that. They talk about positivity. We need to get the guns off the street. And what do they do the next fucking week? Kill another kid? It felt good with that when we marched and we like stopped the violence, right? But somebody fucking did it again. Come on, man. You look at the dude in Queens, New York that shot the 15-year-old. I said, well, what about the mother that had this nigga? What about her? Who she listened to when she gave that pussy up and then used a condom? A fool. Shouldn't they both be held accountable? Shouldn't they come out the open and say, we fucked up? I'm the mother. Yes, I am ashamed, okay? My son shot that 15-year-old boy. That was our fucking fault. We are horrible fucking parents. They won't do that. They'll hide. Because there ain't no law for it. The law protects them. They ain't got shit to do with it. It's that little nigga. What about the woman that got the 8 kids shot by the father and they all around her in New Orleans giving her a candlelight vigil? For what? Who's the goddamn fool that made the babies not 1 time, not 2 times, 8 fucking times? What am I supposed to do if I got a streamer that comes up here and I can't tell them the truth about nothing? But they can fucking tell me every goddamn thing. You ever heard of sorry, not sorry? That's what it means. You say the right thing, but you don't give that in your actions. That's why accountability has to do with your actions. These motherfuckers out here right now will not be accountable and blame you. And you'll be questioning like, yo, it's something I did wrong because you're the good person. I said, well, if there's something I did wrong, that fucking window's closed. I don't want to hear it. You could suck a dick. You had all the ample opportunity to ask me that even when I pulled up in front of your face, faggot. Everybody I talk about, I got enough to expose every fucking body. Don't fucking play with me. I don't talk about nothing unless I could expose you. And I'm talking about the family member. That's just one of them, okay? You and your pussy-ass father, okay? You got to really be careful what you do on camera. You got to be careful what you text to me. You got to be careful with the shit that, you got to be careful. I don't want to expose it because what's going to happen is you're going to commit suicide. You will. I promise you that when you see this embarrassment of what the fuck I know. So you got to be really careful who you fuck with. It's better just to be accountable. Because we can suppress that. But when you acting like nothing ever happened, it's kind of like turning back to the murder scene. What happens when a cop has a murder scene and the fucking killer turns back saying, hey, what happened here? They're going to be like, nigga, is you out your fucking mind? You actually came back here, nigga, and you're the reason you created this fucking massacre? She said that Lover Girl video from Megan Thee Stallion was hard to watch and listen to. Meg Thee Stallion's a fraud, man. Don't listen to that bitch. Don't do nothing she doing. Don't listen to her. She's in pain. My heart goes out to her in one way because she lost her mother, and her mother would have told her what to do. But Jesus took her. So now that she's supposed to be working from the sky, she's ignoring it. She's listening to that fucking devil. She ain't listening to her mother's spirit. Thank you, New Goals. I love you. You understand? We're not going to do that. See, in my life, friends are highly replaceable. Oh, it's hard to find real friends. No, it's not. No, it ain't. It's bullshit. It's hard not to see so many fools every day. That's hard. It's hard for me to do that. I got fools everywhere I fucking go. That's hard. It's hard. It's hard dodging that. There's a lot of pure people out here that appreciate that. People want to be trustworthy people, loving people want to share that. They want to share it. It's like having a cake. You just made this cake in your house and you don't know nobody in the neighborhood. You don't eat it all by your fucking self. You want to share it. You want to share that. The problem is there's no good images. If the average woman goes right now to get advice from a man, she got to go to a gay man. It's easier for her to find a homosexual to get sex advice before she go to a real man and say, "Now, you ain't got to be sucking no man's dick." Who told you, oh, that's what guys like? Because you listen to fools. It's not true. It's not true. It's not a requirement to suck my dick. Not a requirement I got to get some pussy for. That's not a requirement. That's what fool. You listen to fools. I don't know if you listen to him at 53 or fucking 13. That's bullshit. It's not true. Oh, you can speak for all men. I can speak for the real men. I don't speak for that shithole. No. You got that right. It's not true. Oh, the gay man, he said you need to do, you can't listen to a gay man about nothing to do with sexual. He don't have a pussy. Eliminate it. Can't listen to him. If anything, he should be telling you not to do what he does with men. Okay? You gotta, your exit's a real fucking exit. It's called a butthole. You don't have you have a pussy, he don't. Conflict of interest right off the rip. He can't tell you nothing. Everything you're gonna talk about is sucking niggas' dicks through hula hoops and ice cubes. You can't listen to that motherfucker. That's homosexual sex. Don't listen to him. He could tell you how to dress. He could tell you fashion. He could tell you your value. He could tell you all that good shit. No problem. He can't tell you nothing about fucking no goddamn man. He's a man. That's bullshit. All he should be guiding you is protecting you and with you, girl. You ain't got to do that. That's sodomy. You don't have nowhere to go. Who the fuck you gonna go to? Pull up right now the average podcaster. Listen to 1 million of them niggas. What are these niggas telling you? Most of these niggas are grandfathers. Some of these motherfuckers are great grandfathers. What they talking about? Women need to get accountability. Oh, they saying that? Yeah, but they ain't saying it the way I'm saying it. They just been hurt. They just want you to have accountability because they've been fucked over. They ain't talking about being accountable and saying, "Come on, now you can't live your life fucked up, nigga, and come back to me and blame me when the nigga drops you." Don't do that. We don't do that. If there's a square, if it's official, nigga, if it's gonna be, if you into a certain thing that makes you move, then that's something you got to deal with. I done had motherfuckers in the studio that was so fucking fine. I said, man, I don't even want to fucking pipe that. I don't even want to risk getting turned off. Fuck turned away, turned off. I don't even want to risk it. Let me just enjoy this ambiance of this natural, gorgeous woman. Think about that. Whoever felt like that? What woman felt that protected to say, God damn it, a nigga looked at me as a princess? That's how you treat a princess. You're gonna protect her. You ain't gonna get her a drink and get her fucked up and put a damn Mickey in the bitch and try to and then rape her ass. Can't listen to these motherfuckers. Don't listen to them. Oh yeah, because that's why when I watch porn, they say, hey, you're watching porn. Oh, those are hoes. You can't listen to no fucking whore. What's a whore gonna tell you? How to keep a man? I mean, come on now, stop it. They can't even get a real man. None of them. A man ain't gonna marry nothing like, oh yes, the fuck he will. Not a real man, but a man will marry one of them whores in a fucking heartbeat. Good guy, cock handler, but the real man ain't gonna do that. You can forget that. But it's about accountability. That's it. That's it. Just be accountable. Say, man, I fucked up. And I'm going to show you. And then show me. Because now at this point, I appreciate that. Then what's the next thing? If you fuck somebody over, man, you say, listen, man, so you coming to work, I apologize for being late. Okay, whatever, you're late, man, get to it. You gonna go in there and be lazy and take a nap, nigga? You gonna fucking go in there and bust your ass. You gonna show the boss, you know what? I was late, but I got work to do. Let me get up on my job. How the fuck you gonna apologize and then do the same shit the next day? They'll fire you. Nigga, you keep saying the same shit every day. You've been late 5 fucking days in a row. Yeah, I know, though. Just give me one more chance. Then you give him another chance and then late again. Say, I gotta let you go. I can't do this. Oh, fuck you. You ain't shit. You fucking racist piece of shit. Wow. So I'm a racist piece of shit. And you can't even be accountable and say, you know what, though, I deserve that. I fucked up. You play victim. That's a plague. That's the human smog that I hate about people. You play fucking victim. You want to see how a person does, put them in a mode of crisis. And I ain't talking about losing a parent, Luna. I ain't talking about getting locked up and going to the hospital. I'm talking about having a problem with them, how they handle that. It's like being somebody that's been around you all their life, man. They know you're struggling. They know you lost family members. They know you got kids. And you're going through this trouble. And then they let one fucking bullshit argument fucking destroy their friendship. To make what kind of mark is that? What are you proving? Every day you gotta keep replaying that hatred. Back and forth, just to make yourself angry and mad about this situation. And it wasn't even worth it. See, the problem with a lot of black women, they don't got nobody to talk to. They ain't got no fucking good fathers. They ain't got no good uncles. Half of them been molested. So rightfully, who the fuck she gonna trust? She listens to that fucking damn fool. He manipulates her. And then her mind's fucked up for the rest of her life. So instead of her blaming the fool, she blames the motherfucker. She blamed the fool when there's a damn crisis, but sooner or later, the fool gives her some dick, he break off, and then she blames all the good motherfuckers that support her. That's what they do. I'm not gonna be around that. Oh, we need to get closer because it's all, no, we're not. No accountability. Okay, no way, not happening. That's your words, that's your words, and that's your action. That's what accountability is. It's about it's being responsible, being accountable for your actions. You can't, like I said, you could say apology, which is good, they hear it, but you may say, man, I'm sorry, man, I owe you this money. And then I see, man, I said, goddamn, brother, you apologize, but where the fuck is the money? Where to give me the loot? And now you take off again. And guess what? I'm going to be mad because I say, you got me a fucking again. That's going to be worse than, I'd rather take my chances on a total stranger than somebody to fuck me again. Nigga got me again. You ever have somebody know how to pull you in an argument? They want to debate about, political shit. You just got to say, listen, man, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Just leave them on hold and go to sleep. When they get the picture, it don't matter where they get the picture, just as long as you're giving the action. The name of the game is the action. You know how powerful it is to ignore a motherfucker? How many of y'all women been through a situation where the boyfriend lied, he was in a car accident, they told him he got AIDS, he got 2 days to live. He's so desperate, and your stupid ass calls him up. You fucked it up. You responded to him. He got you. It's all like having that hating bitch at your job. And you tell the bitch, you said, you know what, man, you see the bitch try to do you dirty. She went up there and told the damn boss some shit. And you said, listen, I don't like you. And she says, why not? Just don't tell her, just walk away. Well, she know what she did? It's not that she know what she did. You know what the fuck she did. Because if she didn't do nothing, she'll be following you saying, what are you talking? You know what I mean? She'll be on your fucking back. Just as long as you know. It's not about her knowing. You have an ability to tell them, listen, stay the fuck away from me. You have that right. By all means, you have that right. But that's about it. Because the more and more you talk to them, the more and more you feed in their fucking devilish soul. Don't do it. Don't be like that thirsty man that wants attention. Attention is a disease. A person that's seeking attention. What kind of attention you seeking? What kind of attention you talking about? There's a good way and there's a bad way. No, not attention. And when you seek it, no. No good way of that. The power of ignoring. We got neighbors, right? Your neighbor violated you, or you did some little funny little shit, just fucking ignore them. You know what they did, so that's it. You know what I mean? If you don't know, you don't know. But you know when you know, you're like, oh, no, fuck that nigga. That's it. Is it something I did? No, we cool. You good? All right, that's it. Eventually they'll get the picture and leave it the fuck alone. You don't want them to get the picture and knowing what they know. You just want them to get the picture and leave it the fuck alone. That's it. The more you eliminate things in your life, the quicker, the better things will get. I'm telling you, I'm living it. You see right through a motherfucker. Everywhere you go. They'll see that you can see through them. You ain't got to walk around with no meta glasses or nothing. They gonna know. They gonna know the minute they address you. Excuse me, you got the time, you gonna look at them and just turn your fucking head. And then they say you got the time. I say, listen, man, I'm telling you right now, man, you come near me one more fucking time, and that's it. I'm warning you. I'm giving you that. He'll walk away because they know you're serious. Crazy knows crazy. You got to act crazy too. You come near me, you better back the fuck up. I'm warning you. I don't have to warn you. I could have just fucking backed you up myself. It's not about a person knowing. It's about you knowing. That's all that matters. Because in life, when you keep trying to let motherfuckers know, you're seeking attention and validation. Oh, that's fucked up. I did this and this. No. What's fucked up, nigga, is that you did some bullshit and I can forgive you, but nigga, you got to fucking meet me halfway. Take accountability for your actions, nigga. That was some fucked up shit. And you may say, what you talk about exactly? So now, you know what, man? Listen, man. Have a nice day, man. Take care of yourself. No. We're done. That's it. Back to the situation of hurt people. Who came up with that concept? It doesn't even make sense. I'm hurt, so I'm going to hurt everybody else. Who's giving the message is the question. What fucking sick bastard is saying that? Because they're hurt. The person that tells you hurt people, they're hurting. That's why they made that up. I don't use that. I know people out here, man, they wouldn't hurt a fly, and people walked all over them like a motherfucker. So they're gonna hurt people too? That's bullshit. You gotta watch the messenger. What is the messenger struggling with? Looking for friends on fucking YouTube? Really? You gotta think about the message. You gotta use your intelligence, people. You gotta be highly intelligent. Don't get caught up in the propaganda, because that shit makes you stupid. When you're a woman, you got the pussy, you demand attention off the rip. You already got the attention, you're a woman. You got to keep trying hard. You got to get on some Meg Thee Stallion shit and all those fucking nudity pictures, and you can't even keep a man. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. Because she listened to fools. Her audience can amp up. Yeah, girl, don't worry about it. You know, you didn't need him anyway. Keep listening to them. Because it ain't him, it's her. Nobody's telling her, bitch, you need to change your fucking image. You done made your millions. Clearly did. You and this nigga did $150 million some type of investment. She's rich as a motherfucker. But nobody telling her, bitch, you need to change your fucking game. That is not a good look. Take that Instagram down for a minute, go into black and switch your game up. This thought shit is not looking good. How's she gonna be accountable when she's still gonna be out here talking about and ain't stop? Some niggas just blame her for getting shot. There's a lot of niggas, good for her. I mean, those are trolls, man. Don't listen to them, they're fools. Don't click on their videos, don't hear what they gotta say. I don't listen to fools, nigga. I don't listen to Cameron. I don't listen to Mace. I don't listen to Joe Budden. I don't listen to none of the motherfuckers. Jadakiss, Pac, all them niggas are fools. All of them. And it's kind of disheartening because I was a fan of them musically, you know what I mean? But they're all fucking fools, all of them. They ain't teaching shit. A fool is somebody that doesn't teach you nothing, that can't teach you shit. I looked up to a lot of rap. I used to look up to LL Cool J, fucking Karis, when they're all fools. Lord Jamar. And that's my man. I don't even look up to him anymore. I don't have no top 5 favorite rappers no more. I had 10, then it went down to 5. Now I don't got nobody. Method Man was one of my top rappers. I don't look up to him anymore. He turned me off. Niggas is on the internet, man, talking too much of their business and ain't coming up with no solution. Talking to fools. Drink champs, fools. That's how Kanye fucked his. Kanye went over there, started pandering to fools. They fucked his whole life up. There's just a lot of, thank you, Shimmy, there's just a lot of goddamn fools. So if a woman could come to me and know that there's a stimulation other than her words or blocking or having issues or fuck this nigga and then you gonna come back and need something, that's sort of like, yo, you good? Like, you understand? This is something off the internet. Just people that, you know what I mean? You gotta think of the level of hold the fuck up. Like, you just went to 2, 3, 4 years of hell with this motherfucker. And this person gonna act like they didn't do shit. That's why when that motherfucking damn child rapist that goes to jail for 30, 40 years, they still tell them, you have to register as a sex offender, buddy. Everybody fucking needs to know. You need to be accountable for your actions even when you die. We as people, we don't do law. We got all these lawmakers that enforce laws, these new politicians coming, laws changes. When the fuck do you enforce a law yourself? What you gonna do? There's a lot more law than telling a nigga he gonna wait for the pussy for 90 days. That's not law. That's called foolish. You listen to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's a fool. You gonna listen to a nigga that got some good pussy and dipped on his wife? Why? What you gonna do? Cause you see this nigga smoking a cigar with a fucking nice suit? He's a pussy. Listen to that motherfucker. He's stupid. The fool is gonna challenge me. Well, I disagree because, you know, they're gonna do it. And I said, well, listen, why don't you listen to him? And as long as it works for you. They don't like that dismissal. They get mad. They sit there steaming. Now they mad at me we had a little affair. They mad the whole night. Goddamn, this motherfucker just shut me up and is pissing me off. Now she mad at me. Cause I told her, why don't want you? I'm encouraging her to listen to the fool that she's fucking putting. Ain't that a bitch? I'm encouraging you to listen to this asshole, and now you mad at me because I didn't fucking agree with it. So what are we here for? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Don't feel that you shouldn't open up to people because they're going to throw things in your face, because you can't hold that in. That'll eat you away. But do understand, if you have a situation or you have a history with a person where you and that person open up, they ain't no ordinary person. You have a commitment. You have a responsibility to tell them when they're wrong. What if they don't want to? They just remember, the longer you wait, the harder it's gonna get. You have that responsibility of telling them, man, you're wrong. That was wrong what you did. And they have the responsibility of saying, okay, what is it that I did? And you tell them what they did. They have the responsibility to be accountable for their fucking actions. If I got a family member or a friend and I fucking did a joke and I bothered them, I have the responsibility to repair that. Listen, man, I apologize. I didn't mean that. And I'm going to prove to you, man. Matter of fact, here's a little so-and-so. You understand what I'm saying? You show them that. Always showed them motherfucking. Nah, we had some boxes come. I had some wheels getting delivered to the house. We was out in Brooklyn. You know, there was, the woman that takes care of the crib or whatever. She came there, and I seen on the camera, she took the tires in. I told her wife, listen, give her a little $10. People appreciate that because you acknowledge it. She didn't have to do what she did. That's called accountability. Accountability is a class. Tell the motherfucker, man, yo, never let a nigga know that you dealt with fools. That's number one. Never let him know that. If he's smart enough, he can tell. So don't let him know. If he's gonna tell you dealt with fools and it took a few months and years, fine. You know what I mean? But don't put on the table that you fucking dealt with fools because he's gonna treat you the same way. He's like, this bitch is stupid as a motherfucker. She fuck with the fucking clowns. But we're surrounded by that. And there's real good, genuine people that really want to get together. We want to create a union. We need to have a meet and greet. How are we going to have a meet and greet when I got to find out who's jealous of one another? I can't fucking risk that. I can't risk anybody coming. That's like me having an event. I didn't tell you the guy had COVID-19. Well, Nate, how come you didn't tell us the guy got fucking COVID? It came. Well, I didn't think it would affect you. Jealousy is true. You could transmit that shit, man. So be careful with the loggy-gagging and the things that you may hear. I'm all about keeping it together. Clearly I was. The person just had to remind me that fucking apology I told you, that was just for the show. That's what she said. And then the person hit me up that same morning and said, I'm going to reach out to her and shoot her an email and let her know there's no. I didn't suggest she did that. I didn't think it was a good idea at all, but she did it anyway. And the person wrote me back. I guess she didn't read the email. Then wrote me back and told me, well, that apology was just for to shut you the fuck up, basically. I still don't like that bitch. That's the phony shit in our community, the bullshit we got to be careful of. Now you tell me what's more fucking dangerous, worrying about that shit old black bastard, you're going to shoot and stab you. We know that already. Or somebody dressed in wolf's clothing and you don't know that they demonic and evil and mean. What you think is worse? Trust your instincts. There's some motherfuckers that just keep chasing. That's why they said waterfall. Don't chase them because the waterfalls keep going. It goes down, nigga. Ain't like it's going to bring you back up. That shit is never ending, nigga. That's why they tell you that. Now we forget what our artists did because they get involved with this political shit, doing podcasts. We don't give a fuck now when we think of Chili. We're going to think of her as a Trump supporter. We're going to think of LL Cool J as a big old fucking old pussy that was scared of Charlemagne. Okay? We're going to look at Nori with his false teeth looking crazy out here. We ain't going to take nobody seriously now because we got fools around us. Nobody's kicking that shit no more. Kevin Samuels was all in these niggas' heads. I mean, as he did, he took advantage of that. He fucking pimped everybody there. But you sisters was listening to him. A lot of black sisters was listening to that motherfucker, man. Y'all listen to fucking dumb fucks. Kevin Samuels, gay niggas. Stop listening to these motherfuckers. They're destroying you. They're making you dumb. You coming to them, you got to be dumb to deal with them. They're making you dumber. Oh, man has to tell me the truth when, let me be honest and tell me up front, don't tell no nigga to be honest. Why don't you just be an official bitch and know what a nigga lying? Be that bitch. It's better. I don't fucking tell no bitch to be honest with me. All she got to do is open her fucking mouth. I'll see. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I know her type. They're like, damn, how did you peep that? That's what you want to be. You want to be a great judge of character. You don't want no motherfucker telling you who they are and tell me up front. So that means you're going to believe everything they tell you. I don't give a fuck what you tell me who you are, how honest. How do I know if you're lying or not? There's particular family member, he said his bitch said a lot of fucked up, hurtful shit, foul shit, and his fucking fat, ugly aunt. Right? But I'm not gonna go by that. Shout out to Andrea. I'm not. I can't go by that. I'm going by him. You know what I mean? Fuck what they said. You know what I mean? Because I didn't hear it from them, but I seen his action. I seen what the fuck he did the last 2 years. He's a dirty motherfucker. So now you got a bread in the oven. Now you want to sit there and say, oh, yeah, and you have the fucking, what you gonna do if I give you a gift? Take that motherfucker? I beg your pardon. You gotta earn that shit. And we ain't doing it the homo way or the fucking woman talking about, oh, earn it if there's some pussy involved. Earn it mean how the fuck, nigga, there's no accountability. The type of bullshit you pulled off, you think you're just gonna roll up and go, what? We're not gonna do it like that. Meg Thee Stallion's a fool. She went out there trying to get pleased by all these fucking black bastards. They dragged her when she got shot, made her jokes, fucked her up. And she's still out here trying to prance for that black man, impress him. And now the little half-white nigga fucks her over. That's what she get. Good for her fucking ass. Good for Meg Thee Stallion. Good for motherfucking goddamn Cardi B. Good for fucking Sexy Red. Them bitches are stupid. I don't talk to dumb hoes. I don't even waste my time. Oh, you should have so-and-so. When Nicki Minaj, she was another fucking fool. I don't listen to fools. I just don't. I don't give a fuck how famous you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't listen to fools. I know plenty of motherfuckers that probably ain't got $1 in their pocket and they got the word of wisdom and the wise. I didn't get them meta glasses to go out here and meet bitches. I seen that motherfucker, them 2 homeless men at Wawa's, and I said, oh, fuck it, it's on. I want to interview these niggas. How can I be in the hood talking to these motherfuckers without holding up a phone looking stupid? You see where I'm coming from? Niggas ain't thinking like that. You got to think ahead of yourself. How you seeking attention? You got a pussy or what kind of backwards shit? You ain't no man. Men seek attention. We got dicks. We got to work hard to seek attention. We got to buy this. If we have to have money, spend money on cars, clothes, we have to seek attention. Especially if he's short motherfucker, he's doomed. He got to go get a big truck. I don't drive big trucks. What the fuck I need to do? I'm a big nigga as it is. I don't seek attention at 6'5". I get attention. I don't seek no fucking attention. And I'm a man. We're supposed to. It's in our DNA. It's in our nature to seek attention. But you are a woman. That's crazy. You're competing. You worried about what another woman look like? You're a woman. That's insane. You know why? Because you don't know what pussy feels like. You probably know what it tastes like, but you don't know what it feels like. So you're oblivious. So you're stupid. You're stupid to know it. You're foolish to know what it feels. You have no idea. You're dumb to it. If you're dumb to something, you don't know. Andrea is a stud. She don't know what pussy feels like. If I was inside Andrea, I could tell her what the fuck it feels like. And even then, I still can't tell her what it felt like. I could compare it to hot apple pie. It's like sticking your dick in some goddamn hot apple pie that been out the oven for about 2 hours. Warm apple pie. How is she still going to relate to that? She doesn't have a dick. She can't feel that. She's just going to take my word. She has no idea. There's no woman on this world that know what pussy feels like. She don't have a penis. So when you're dumb to what you have no clue what you got. You trying to please that man, oh, he had me do tricks, he had me do this 69s. I said, well, I mean, why don't you just tell the nigga to go get a boyfriend if that's the case? Because you ain't got to do all that shit. I don't know, that's what men like, because you listen to fools. It's not true. Look, she ain't denying it. Look, you see Andrea right there. She can't deny it. I know plenty of studs. Okay, and half of the studs I know walk around with straps. They don't know what to put. They don't know what they put the fucking strap on. It connects to the clit. Yeah, they get a sensation because there's a lot of there's ones that you could put on the clit, and when you're fucking a woman, it makes them aroused. But it's not the same because I don't have a clit. Only another man could understand what I'm talking about. So if he has asphyxiation with asshole, I can't relate to him. We're two different worlds. I don't like the way an asshole feel. I done fucked a few girls up their ass. I didn't like it. There's nothing like that pussy, y'all. And that gay nigga, he knows that. That's why he wants his asshole to be a pussy. He try to act like his ass is a pussy. He walk around front flamboyant, and you be like, oh, damn, maybe he could give me some tips. How the fuck he gonna give you some tips? You allow that? Oh, because you dumb, you don't know what your pussy feel like. That's why. That's why you rely on his word. Bad enough you got to go by what I tell you, but now you're going to really go by this motherfucker because he think his asshole's a pussy. And he going to tell you how to be a woman. And you going to listen to every bit of it. Like, well, he is right about that. We should be tightening our shit up and doing this. This nigga set you up for failure. He just ran the illest game on your ass. He tell you how the fuck a woman feels knowing he wants to be you. Now, granted, he has one advantage. He know what you feel like inside. They do. It felt so good, shit, you know what, but nigga, I want to feel like that. You didn't look at it that way. You know, even a stud don't have best of both worlds, but a gay man do. A gay man has the best of both worlds. Absolutely. He know what it is to be with a woman. Inside of a woman, he know what a man to be inside of him. Okay? The stud can't relate. She like, well, listen, I know what it is to look like a fucking man, but I know how it is to eat pussy and pee in my face 69 inch, but she does not know what a pussy feels like to have a penis to penetrate a woman. And that's why so many women are fucked up, because they have no clue of what they feel like. See, we don't know what you feel like. Like I said, you dumb there. You dumb to it. You don't know what you feel like. It's like a person said, man, you know what it feels like, man, to have 20 million in the bank? And you a broke nigga. You like, nigga, I barely had 20,000 in the fuck, never less 2,000. They gonna be like, my shit, you can't relate. Fuck out of here, nigga. You never had 20,000 in the fucking bank. I'm talking about 20 million, nigga, 200. You know what I mean? There's a lot of niggas that did have that money. Like, yeah, oh shit, that's nothing, nigga. I sent my checking account. There's niggas out here that talk like that. And there's niggas out here that's fronting like they had that money and they didn't. You got to be able to know the difference. It's you. I wish you would have told me up front. No. If you go to a job and a nigga tell you he got skills, he got to prove the skills. You got to check out his information, see if it's like, listen, I checked out your references, nigga. Where's your degree for this shit? Where's your certificate that you could do this fucking job? Y'all want a nigga to tell you the truth. So you won't put all your fucking eggs in one basket. And then when he fucks you over, I want accountability. No, bitch, you need to have accountability yourself. Because you's a fucking fool. You chose that nigga. Now you want everybody to you want to blame everybody. People ain't shit. No, bitch, you stupid. That's what it is. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you a goddamn thing. If the nigga gonna fucking use you and you allowed it, that's on you. Shout out to everybody, goddamn. Now, when I see situations, man, a lot of people say, man, I'm pretty sure, Nate, the people around you, they take all this. I said, they don't have to. See, when you look at family and friends supporting you, you're going to set yourself up for failure that way. Family and friends support you when they see the world supporting you. Just remember that. That's when they support you. You can expect that. That's something to be aware of, because that's what's going to happen. They're not going to realize your value until they see you have a viral video because somebody said, oh, that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my homeboy. Then all of a sudden, don't have high expectations of people. You'll get fucked up like that. I don't. I know when mental illness comes in, and I know that there's a lot of people out here having two different personalities and they're not getting no medication for it. They're not even treating it. Some of y'all need medication. Some of y'all need therapy. Some of y'all need to just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Nate, do you think friends like Meg the Stallion will ever learn from her mistakes? No. Because she listens to fools. She hasn't taken no accountability yet. She should have took her page down. That's embarrassing, nigga. That's embarrassing being a public figure and you got this old fucking half white boy that, you know what I mean, got the whole world laughing at you now. Whole world's laughing at me. Silly fool. How could you? That good. They're fools. You ever heard the terminology, why do fools fall in love? Because fools are fools. A fool can never know what true love is. Megan doesn't love herself. She loves her fame. She don't love herself because she would have never put herself in that position. She thought her pussy was going to do the job and all that little twerking bullshit with them big 17-inch feet and ain't do shit. It just didn't. You know, she got all the money in the world, but no fucking body to fucking trust and share with. That's the true level of rich. Can she change? I mean, it's a fool. I'm saying it's a fool paradise. It's kind of hard. It's hard to change when the majority of the people that support you are fools. Even a man that's getting on her, I think they said Steve Jackson, whatever the nigga's name, nobody gonna keep it real with her. Nobody just gonna keep it simple. The black man doesn't know how to communicate with his own woman. So all he gonna do is drag her. See what I'm saying? She don't have that. She don't have that. They go, oh, keep your head up, don't give up. No, bitch, something's wrong here. Yeah, we gotta fix this. This is definitely not a good look. Okay, they'll get her on fashion. If she has a fashion problem or some shit like that, they quick to address that. This is real life. Bitch, we need to do something about this. They don't know how to do that. That's why there's so much pain. That's why, listen, black people, they don't communicate, they cut off. That's what they do. That's how they communicate, they cut off. I don't fuck with them no more. I'm done, I'm this. They don't know how to communicate and tell a person how to do one-on-one. And it's hard. And a real person is gonna have a hard time communicating with them because they're not gonna receive it. Instead of them being accountable, they're gonna take it personal. That's why when people tell you, be honest with me, tell me what you think, tell me the real truth, and you honest with them and then they fucking get mad at you. So, beware of that. I mean, some people are okay with it, but in most cases, motherfucker tell me, once they say be honest, I wouldn't even do that. It's a setup. It's almost like when somebody got to say it like I do it, respectfully. That means there's a diss coming after that. That's why we say respectfully. You know, look at, you know, you got to think of the influence, man, these celebrities got on these people, man. When a person influences you, celebrities got big influence than politicians, man. Politicians are right there, you know what I mean? But they got big influence. Nigga see a bodyguard around a motherfucker, nigga gonna listen to what a person say. Nigga see a nigga got a lot of followers, a nigga gonna listen to what a person say. That's how the world's trained. You know what I mean? If a nigga see that I have 4 million followers, I'll be like, yo, man, all you niggas out here, go smack the shit out of a bitch. Niggas are gonna do it. Because that means I got the influence, because I got the power. I have these extreme numbers as followers, I got power. Back in the day, black men, they'd kill you when they had that much power. Now they put you on the internet and they give you a reward for dragging your fucking race. Believe me, I've been doing this shit a long time. I know. You know? So, that's how you gotta look at it, man. Make this Stallion or anybody else, man, is a lot of sisters listen to fools. And in a defense, I mean, look who they deal with. You wanna learn a woman? See the guy that she dated before you. See the man she had her kids with. Just show you a picture. Let's see a picture of him. I bet you he's fucking in a damn prison fucking uniform. Take a picture of that shit. Wanting to see what he look like? No. To feel what he look like. Use your character. Your character is going to judge his character just from the picture. You heard about him. I want to see him. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Now you got to look at it and say, okay, you judged his character already. Because you're a good judge of character. That's why you did that. And then you ask her, so how did y'all link up? And then you're going to hear the story. You know, if it was something like that, we've been together for years. We just grew apart. You know, that happens. He's a good father to my daughter. He picks her up. You know, he's married. You know what I mean? That situation could be legible. You know, but again, you got to go by what she's, you know what I mean? You going to go by what she's telling you, or you going to go by what you feel? You got a bad judge of character, you can't go by what you feel. But if you got a good judge of character, you could go by. You going to tell her, don't need to explain, baby. Don't even now, you know what I mean? I don't even want to talk about that shit. Because you got the answer. See, when you're a great judge of character, the answer always comes to you. Everything comes to me. It's all a test. And you got to know how to communicate. You got to know how to do what you do. My wife, she has an amazing heart, you know what I mean? But I'm a little more rough around the edges than her. And when I call some shit out, I said, listen, don't do it like that. Matter of fact, let me do it. Let me fucking do it. I'll show you how to do it. You know, people think that this is a war of who's the, you know, who's this, who's doing that. Like this is we fucking competing. Yeah, well, you know, black people, we should all stick together. I mean, come on now, niggas, this ain't the 1970s. Let it go. That's not happening. Okay? These motherfuckers gotta just get their lives together, die, and let a new batch hopefully come in. Because them days are over. Just get it through your head. Look at what a woman gotta do to get a husband, and she can't even fucking link him. They gotta get a thirst trap. Now, you gotta remember, but Meg Thee Stallion is a celebrity, but on Instagram, she ain't nothing but a fucking IG whore. There's women on IG that got more followers than her, and they don't even have no talent. So if she's getting the same burn, then what? So you have to use your thinking cap on and start thinking a little different and say, shit, work on judging your characters. That's it. You don't want to give a fuck about niggas telling the truth. My nigga keeping it real, tell me what you want. A man should say what he want up front. No, that's how you think. We don't think like that. We don't get pussy from telling the truth, nigga. We get pussy from lies. Okay, the more game we kick, the more lies it is. And you gonna go for it? Goddamn, I got that Rolls Royce and I know I'm fucking renting it. Then oh well, that rental fucking damn Rolls Royce is gonna give me that ass. Whatever, man. Just use an example. Don't have high expectations of expecting. Now, you know, it's beautiful when a child is born. There's nothing like it, man. But the issue I got is the parents. I got a shitload of people, family and friends that got kids that's my daughter's age, but they're all parents as shit. All fucking crap. All of them. It's the innocent babies, man, that suck. You know what I mean? When we was out there yesterday chaperoning them children were innocent, man. I enjoyed myself. Beautiful children. My daughter's there. We were chaperoning. We was only adults there. Well, we was only parents there. 3 teachers. You know, they had people from school, but we were the only parents. Kids are innocent, man. I wasn't thinking about these kids' parents. One of them, I knew their parent, and he's a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? But the daughter, sweetheart. So it's never about the kids. It's the ugly fucking parents. Like I said, there's no such thing as ugly kids to me. You know, there's no such thing as an ugly baby. It's the ugly fucking, it's an ugly adult. They ugly. Whether they faced or what they did to themselves, adults are some ugly motherfuckers. They're terrible people. Okay? kids, man, they just want love. They ain't worried about getting no veneers. They ain't worried about getting no fake booties. Even when you see kids with fake hair, it's the parents that did that shit. That goofy fucking mother put the fake hair in her daughter because she wanted her to have long hair because she's bald-headed. So what? She's a baby. It's them fucking parents, man. You know, even that same thing today, that kid approaching the other mother in the schoolyard, it happens like that. I hope I ain't never got to do nothing like that, but you know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know what happened. I really don't know, but I just know that ghetto shit, you got to deal with it a little differently when you're dealing with a woman especially, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of y'all women got to have a gun for that fucking black bastard. He'll respect you more. Go out there, y'all live in these states, get a pistol, get his fucking pistol license and don't tell him you carry one. He'll see when he fucking disrespect you. He'll find it when that fucking that heat hit his heart. Never tell a man you got a weapon. Why you don't tell me, kid? You ain't got to tell him. Till that nigga try to violate you, he'll find out. Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to Vicky, man. It's a cold world out here, man, but you gotta work on your character judgment. Know your true value that way. Your true value is the way you judge a character. I'm a great judge of character. I'm not the perfect judge of character, not the greatest judge of character, but I'm a great judge of character. Because I never was wrong. Even when I was wrong, I still had a good reason to be wrong. You understand where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? I had a reason. Like, all right, well, I went by that. You know, it's like when I go to the school, I see this little jealous bitch that come in here, you know, dirty little fucking Puerto Rican bitch. I stay away from her. Cause I know she went to smoke for me. My daughter, she definitely went to smoke for me. I just stay the fuck away from her. And she could tell that I know her style. Little street, little ghetto bitch. She know that little fucking ass and ain't gonna work for me. So she like, what else she got? She waiting for me to bump her. Excuse me, y'all know the motherfuckers I'm talking about. So let's say I'm wrong and she ends up being my wife's friend. I'm like, well, her oppression was fucking awful. We can't, we can't deny that. It's no mistake, you know what I mean? We can have a day, man, fucking, Laura could be the thing of the past, you know what I mean? Me and her shit could go left, and you know what I mean? People come and go, and that's what life is about, man, you know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Life is a revolving fucking door. Let the door spin. Don't hold this shit. Don't hold this shit. You hold them back your damn mode. Your friends and family come and go, man. Friends are highly replaceable. Believe that. Don't ever think that it's not, because they are. There's plenty of people out here that are just amazing fucking friends in this world. You just got to connect with them. And them shitholes in your life is showing you that. Don't go backwards and try to recap and let's try to make it the way it was. No. You can't do that with an ex-boyfriend. You and the ex got together. Don't try to bring it back to the good old days. Just take it where you left off, and if that's good. If it's good, then you take it where it's left off and you keep going and you grow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that I just covered everything here, but this is just the mind, you know what I'm saying? The black woman is going through an amazing transition in this life, and you have to be aware. Don't drag her, don't and her, and understand that she's going through a major transformation. And the way that this mindset is in this life, you want to be aware of her capabilities. Hold on. How the fuck did this happen? I hate when I play a video and the shit just pop up like that. You can't look at situations and take everything in life so personal, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at everybody, that's why I'm done with people. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. I could tell when a motherfucker's on pain. And a lot of times niggas on pain, they ain't sitting there trying to hate on everybody. A lot of motherfuckers in pain with a mask on. You understand? A lot. So just remember, accountability is the key. You know what I mean? When you take zero accountability as an individual, you're never gonna learn. You listen to fools, that means you take zero accountability. And you're never gonna be right. When you out here with that pussy hole, knowing you got that beautiful vagina in between your legs, you gotta be very fucking careful who you choose, especially men. Especially. Because one man could make you or break you. You know, there's a difference, man. You know, I'm a man. A man could go in the alley, man. I could shit on myself and they'll laugh at me, and I put on a suit the next day and they fucking laugh at me. You do that shit, you talk about you for the rest of your life. That's why Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige, they can't get away from being them cork sniffing holes. You know, in the industry, they coke holes. Mary J. and fucking, Mariah Carey getting trained around them, you know, sniffing cokes off of niggas' dicks back then. You know, they went through a lot of trauma to get on like that. And for the people that know, this shit is 30, 40 years later. It's just terrible, you know what I mean? That's why you see the struggle with them. Why they not with anybody? You know the amount of drugs that Mariah Carey and Mary J had to do just to stay up? All the motherfuckers is going through it. Motherfuckers it's hard out here. Because women now don't know the way. They just don't know which way to go because nobody's teaching them. So they're forced to listen to fools. That's why there's no accountability being taken. They forced. Talk to the average guy right now. He gonna talk something dumb. You know what I mean? I don't talk to niggas, so it's even better for me. I don't even... A man's voice destroyed. It fucking irritates me. So once we're talking, we don't do, I can't do the talks like, yo, me and the boys got together. You know, if it's my niggas, that's different, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about us getting together and we don't do the YouTube shit. Somebody's gonna say, yo, nigga, what you think about this shit, nigga? No. I'm like, nigga, I'm here chilling, enjoying myself. Matter of fact, I may even have a little swizzle of a drink just to get away from that shit. What matters here is what's happening now. It's just the way you just gotta learn and say, you know what I mean? It's a vicious cycle with black women. Because black women don't got nobody to listen to. They got everybody, but they got nobody. They just got fans. You got fans. You know what I mean? Nobody's really gonna impress you to build your whole mode of a person up. It's hard to do that. So you listen. You think you may know something, you give it a chance, and now you disappointed now because you fucked guy number 8 in the last 5 years and it wasn't even worth it. And you'll be like, damn, Nate, you right, I feel like shit. They can't get out their own way. So be mindful of that, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. You have a great day. Work on building the character, your judgment. Build that judgment. And it works a lot. Just pay attention and watch and learn. And then watch if you're listening to fools or you're listening to scholars. You know. Now you can learn a lot from a dummy. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you to totally don't listen to nothing they say, but you don't have to. You could hear what they say. You ain't gotta listen to them. You're like, oh, okay. Interesting. You know, you take put the 2 and 2 together, you start watching, you be like, damn, this month I learned everybody's a sore fucking loser. And it won't even be a Nate's right thing. The concept was good, but you gonna see yourself like, oh shit, I never did it this way. It's sort of like getting on a live stream and just don't comment. Just listen. See the amount of fucking fools. You know, let me get on this. I'll give you an example, right? So this sister gave me this 24-hour live stream. Let me just give an example. So she was telling me about this 24-hour live stream and shit. Another example, just turn on social media. You'll see a whole bunch of foolish shit happening there. So check this out, right? So she gives me this link to this 24-hour podcast. I'm going to tell you right now what niggas is talking about, how stupid niggas is. Watch this. And it's going on now. I ain't going to say the name of the channel. You probably know it, but it's 24 hours going on right now. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. The fuck is this thing doing? What's this? Members in? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so. Okay, this is one that this is.
Newborn parents, this is what you.
We're just gonna try with this one. Let me just give an example, like just a random video. Watch.
What's going on, family? What's going on? How y'all doing? Marcus, 1980, $10 if men were able to birth kids and it fell between the birth cycle.
Oh boy,
we would.
Got a southern accent on here. I'm gonna have to be patient. Just be patient with me because I'm ready to turn the video off. I don't even like listening to these niggas, but go ahead.
Pop day after pills like Tic Tacs if we knew the girl wasn't someone we want to be with. Prophecy to Savior, $5. Jay, I think it's time to have professionals on topics like this with statistics because it's imperative that emotions are taking over, which is sad. Legacy 82 times 499, also a member. Shout out to you. Why is there?
Okay, it seemed like he got some good traction on this thing, so let's get to the topic of them arguing.
Female perspective. And if we're talking about relationships, it's the other half of the puzzle, in all honesty.
It's Pearl. I seen you making some faces. Welcome to the show. What did you want to add to it? What you heard so far?
Now, you know I came in late. God. I
come up some more of the clip. I just didn't know if you wanted to respond to what anybody said.
You see how nasty he with her? You know what I mean? Now, she didn't pick that up. I would have been like, all right, nigga, get the fuck out of here. And she's afraid because she doesn't want to be, that I don't want to like the black woman with attitude. First of all, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the fuck. It matters what they think because they're going to say that about anyway. But that's how these pussy niggas is. I'm not going to say I have a deep hatred for a lot of brothers, but I have a strong dislike. Very, very strong dislike. Like almost level hatred. And I'm working on that, you know what I mean? Even me. Because of the stupidity, because niggas are so fucking dumb and feminine. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
No, that just sound like a bunch of back and forth with a superiority complex. Like, why we just can't agree that we need each other and that's the end all be all. Like, I don't understand why we have to keep going back and forth. If that's not it, and it's God, man, woman, then that's just also what it is. Like, this is a rhetorical, redundant conversation. And I just really feel like I don't even want to add to that because it can get nonsensical. I appreciate everybody's points, but I just feel like the back and forth and the roundabouts, I've already said that before. You probably should have just let me use the clip and I could have made an objective point based on that. But shout out to them. They got that conversation. I'm good on that. Can I watch a clip or something else?
Yeah, I'll play the clip right after your super chats. OG Speed $5 says this kind of talk and behavior to keep us from talking. And saying you want $5 said, do the ladies even have condoms ready just in case anymore? Maybe that's an old expectation. When was the last time y'all ladies insisted and had one? Prophecy to Savior, a member, $10. Is it safe to say men are more responsible when it comes to having children since women are having twice as many kids, yet abortions have went up? That is not related to health issues. OG Speed, $2. Side chick is bad. Men turn other men into ICK. Whatever it means. Prophecy to Savior, also member, $5. True and white. Never over-explain yourself to someone who wants.
Just let them talk, bro. Come on.
To belittle you while speaking on a platform run by black men, JR, which is sad. Prophecy to Savior, also member, $5. So I
guess that's what they do now. They shoot $5 to get the comment seen. I learned that. I'm learning that. You know what I mean? But again, this is Lapeef Network, right? Respectfully. I was on the show one time, right? Girl interviewed me on there. This was like 6 years ago. It's the same shit. And she's right. So what I would like to do with y'all, I would love to do a real platform like this. Seriously, we need to. It's. I feel now that there's a time for y'all to start testing me on my wisdom, on the teachings. You know, obviously, you know what I mean. You know, it's it's gonna be tough because it's not gonna be like this. You know what I mean. But I would like to have y'all, even if y'all could go back and forth. How would you use this ability on the men right on a chat? Like seriously, you know what I mean? So that we have to work on it. Y'all can't be scared. Don't worry about being scared, because when I do chats like this online, the on-screen shit, I'm not gonna say as much. I'll moderate it, but I ain't gonna be saying as much. But we gotta start stepping this game up, because I was doing this before and I actually really like it. We would have to hear the perspectives on how y'all are learning, and use this wisdom with a man. It's sort of like, you know, he got like 3 hours here, but let me just see if there's a part I could tell.
Kayla just discovered that on Vinted, she can easily...
Hold on, I'm trying to get this. Gotta get this. It's going through the app. It's not going through the app right now. So.
She's 7. Sex shouldn't even be on your mind, in my opinion. They're people.
And then what about once we become like young men?
I would say that it's the same train of thought, because you've had two different experiences. From an adolescent perspective, you felt away. At least, again, I'm speaking from my perspective, but I'm assuming before sex became a biological like tug of sorts or instinct, you were able to engage with young ladies from an even playing.
Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He got 12 people on this fucking stream, yo. That's remarkable. That's remarkable. It really is, especially now, because it's hard to do that now because this ain't COVID. So people now like to be in a cut, but this shit here,
to some degree. So you've had time to develop that muscle. At some point, I think it becomes a choice to objectify women overwhelmingly, in my opinion.
Yeah. As far as like men and women, when you're young and you start to get to that age where you probably didn't learn a lot from your elders when it comes to, you know, relations between men and women. But I think that you probably start to see men or women through the lens of, for one, the ones that are physically attractive, right? And the other ones you probably don't notice. And ideally, I just think it's human to see those people for what.
He got some pretty women on this shit too. These niggas got some bad motherfuckers on this stream. Damn. You heard of the Lepeef Network? Yeah, he got some pretty motherfuckers on here. But that's just to show you, man. But again, these discussions just, nobody's grabbing like a trend of like, yo, we got it. And that's concerning. You see what I'm saying? But sisters, once again, you know what I mean? Stop listening to the fools, man. Believe me. That bum-ass boyfriend and fucking abuser, that fucking, you know, the choices of man you choose because you're lousy. You know, that's the fucking problem. You know? You trying to be your kid's age and shit. You know what I mean? Fools. You listen to fools, nigga, you fold. Fools fold, man. And it was a very deep saying, man. My uncle said to me, man, let fools ruin themselves. It's true. We don't do the fool shit here. So much love. No love lost on nobody, man, but what it is, you know, you got a problem with me, man, be accountable for your fucking actions, man. Stop being a fucking pussy. Okay? You too. Woman or man, you got a fucking problem with me, man, be accountable. You know what I mean? You know what the fuck you did was wrong. Don't put that shit on me. You're wrong. Period. Point blank, you're fucking wrong. You know you're wrong. Okay? You could try to look at all the things and normalize whatever you want to do, man. You're fucking wrong. You know what I mean? A lot of you motherfuckers, man, we have to do this. Oh, why you talk about things on social media? We have to. Because you can't talk about it in front of your fucking face. You're going to run. And a lot of y'all block, y'all use that block feature like a whole bunch of bitches. Like, that shit is corny. Like, well, if you're a bitch, you shouldn't be using a motherfucking feature, nigga. Be a real woman. You got a problem with me? Say, hey, listen, you know what? That's some bullshit, nigga, but you know what? I was wrong. Because I wouldn't have did it if you was right. I don't drag no fucking body that's 100. I just don't do that. It's something you did. If you hear me going off on a motherfucker, they did some bullshit. If I don't fuck with you, a family member, you know you did some bullshit. Just be accountable for your actions. Stop trying to blame everybody else for your fault. Okay? And again, I get it. You old black woman, you listen to the fools. The fools is the nigga, but the fools could be your fucking aunt. That's why we don't get anywhere. Because niggas are stupid. Okay, that's what the real reality is. So, you know what I mean? Take accountability for your actions, man. Period. Across the board, man. I'm dressing the elephant in the room. There's an issue, whatever it is. Oh, this one. Hey, same thing about you, the Midwest bitch. If you listen, take accountability. You were fucking wrong. You bought my shirt and you wearing that shit and you got hate in your blood. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking with niggas that got 4 different babies' mamas. Whose fault is that? You fucked them? I think all niggas like that should be fed to pigs and let the police fucking shoot them. You know, that's just my thing on it, but you the one fucking them. How I got anything to do with that? Your babies, the other ones, your baby's father's a bum, and then I'm the fucking problem. How am I the problem? It's you. You are your own worst enemy. You and your fucked up attitude, your mindset of how you think. Mad at motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with your lousy decisions and choices. I want you to say, not today, tomorrow, next year, I am a lousy decision and a lousy decision fucking maker. I make terrible choices and lousy decisions. Keep saying that shit until you stop making lousy decisions and choices, and I'll fucking change. Y'all get up and y'all go to church on a Sunday, and then Sunday night you back on the bullshit again. Change your fucking ways. Say that shit to you till you change. Well, I don't make lousy decisions and choices. Really? So prove it. You still fucked up? You still dating whack niggas? No, that's whack. Oh, I'm still mad at you. Yeah, well, you still mad because you haven't changed. Come to me like a man. Come to me like a grown fucking adult and say, listen, you know what, Nate, I was wrong. I was wrong, and I owe you. Not only do I owe you an apology, but brother, I'm going to show you that I can fucking do better. And I'll ride with you. I would ride with you if you tell you going to do that, this shit. You know what? Fuck waiting to see it, nigga. I'm going to hold you on that. Let's go right now. The rest is up to you. But again, remember, you ain't risking shit. I am. I could take that same energy and go forward and meet new people. All right? I got a bunch of people in here now. You call me outside for what? I want to change. Well, listen, I got some new folks. We out there kicking it, trying to make moves. Let me think about it. I could be with you and we could fucking revisit the past and do better, or I could go inside and take a chance on a brighter future. Again, come to the table. You want to come to the table? Come to the table with accountability. Don't fucking argue. Don't debate. Don't be closed-minded because you listen to fucking idiots. Come with it. Don't act like nothing ever happened. We don't do that. Sweeping that shit under the rug. I don't sweep fucking garbage under the rug, nigga. Let's not do that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I love you all. God damn, I love you all. Classes dismissed. Peace and blessings.